If you're a relationship coach, and one of the skills that you know, and there are a bunch of skill sets that I will not mention that go into your being an excellent relationship coach. The biggest part of this is being able to listen, being able to hear, being able to set aside your own biases, and being able to understand what to ask and the right questions to ask, when to pause, when to contribute. But even when you have all these capacities, you understand, if you were a trained coach and you've gone through some training, that you could be an excellent coach without knowing anything else about a subject that's a problem for that person. There's ever a drawback to that, because at some point, that person that you're coaching, yes, they can sit down on the table across from you. You can, from what they say, figure out what you need to tell them to work on and all that. But there will come a time when you will plateau and reach your peak and not be able to give the required knowledge. Besides the coaching, there needs to be some knowledge. And remember this table, this little mountaintop. If you're just exposed or have experience without the necessary education or expertise, you might not be able to carry your clients to where they really need to be, because no matter what you say, no matter how you think about coaching, there's some groundwork and fundamental frameworks that are necessary for you to be an excellent relationship coach. Yes, someone's been through some things, someone's going somewhere, you can help them. But the extent to which you as a relationship coach can help someone, besides the principles of coaching per se, depends on how much you know about relationships. So, if you want to really help the people that you coach, and perhaps even on a business scale your business, then it's not enough to have this listening and questioning skills. You need to understand the framework. What I've done over the years is develop a framework, and it's worked. And I don't think there's anything else like that on the planet, to be honest with you. And that's why I've devoted the next few years of my life as a professional physician, traveling and doing all this patient care in different parts of the country, to say it doesn't matter anymore. This is time, because I've looked everywhere for information. Maybe somebody else is doing this, so I don't have to duplicate it, so that I don't have to worry about people not losing, or people losing out on how to develop and create that not perfect but loving relationship that they truly are willing to sacrifice and compromise for, if there's need for sacrifice and compromise. But even far more importantly, that relationship that will give them the greatest fulfillment is something that they can build with their own knowledge. I provide that framework. Here's the thing. A client who is being coached by a coach needs that knowledge. And you as a coach must understand how to provide that knowledge in a way that enables them to get your coaching and your expertise in relationships. So my question is, yes, you may be a relationship coach, but are you an expert? Do you have the expertise to help them not just listen to what they're saying and ask them questions and wait for them to say something? You must have knowledge, in-depth knowledge, that expertise that we talked about in the first one or two videos on this series. I recommend that you go back to those videos and understand this. So there's going to be a framework. And that framework, I'm going to be sharing some of it with you. Those who have been on some of my online courses and on my Zoom calls and my personal coaching one-on-one groups have experienced some of the delights that come from having this knowledge with them. If you're a coach, you need that knowledge. It's not anywhere else. It's a framework, and I can teach you. This is Dr. Caxton, If you are single, this is something that you can learn on your own. You can learn it well enough, and it's so easy to learn. And once you know it, you won't need to be running up and down helter skelter. You can assess yourself alone or with a partner or a friend and be able to figure out what kind of person is best for you to marry and who is best to avoid. This is Dr. Jackson, looking forward to a next series of videos.